So, yes. Hello everyone. This is CA Manichandana and I welcome you all to HM Commerce Education. So, we completed with chapter 1 Indian Regulatory Framework, and today we'll start with our next chapter, that is the Companies Act 2013. Yes, this is your chapter number 6 in your material, that is the ICAI material. And so we have started with the crux of your syllabus, like the most important chapter. Companies Act 2013 is one of your most important chapter and very easy chapter. Most of the students feel this chapter is little difficult, but this is one of the easiest chapters you have, and for sure, mark my words. Once we complete this particular chapter, you all will feel very comfortable, and you'll all enjoy this particular chapter. See, students, the Companies Act 2013, whatever you have in your syllabus is just the basics. So the Companies Act is around 470 sections, but you do not have all of these. Obviously, in your further studies, you will have in your CA Inter, you will be studying more of Companies Act. Here in CA Foundation, you only have the foundation to Companies Act 2013. There is nothing much. It's just the basics you need to know so that you can understand the act in detail in your CA Inter. Okay. So this is what, and I also told you, like once we finish our classes, maybe Companies Act, we will take around maybe a week's time. So by then, after we finish our classes, you will be very confident, provided you go back home. I mean, not going back home. Yeah. So once you finish watching my lectures online, you just have to dedicate yourself and sit for, say, for example, a half an hour. Half an hour is max. Half an hour, probably 40 minutes. If you dedicate so much of, give so much of your time once you finish your classes anytime during the day, you will be very comfortable with not only this chapter. I'll tell you, any chapter, any subject, once you finish studying with the teacher, it's always your responsibility. It is always a student's see, we as teachers teach, we do our job, isn't it? You as students, see, if you do not go and revise back, see, CA course is not difficult, children. As you all would have heard, that CA is very difficult. It's very difficult to clear. People fail a lot. See, but there is a structured manner you have to follow. There is some sequence you have to follow. You need to be punctual. You need to be more responsible, because this is a professional course, isn't it? So it just takes your time. Nothing. It's not difficult. The chapters here are not difficult. It's just that you have to put in a lot of effort, a lot more effort than what you used to do earlier. And maybe, yeah, around maybe half an hour a day. Once you finish whichever subject you have finished your the coaching from the teacher, you just have to sit for half an hour. Make sure you complete whatever we have done in class. Make sure you revise it 2 times before the examination, at least. After you revise, once you finish reading with me, you will sit and revise once. That is first. And then after this, you will have to revise 2 more times, so that you will be perfect for your examinations. And there is no, there is 99.9 with 99.9% surety, I'm going to tell you, if you put in so much of effort, you'll be able to clear these exams with very good marks. Okay, it's just your effort and time and your dedication which is required to clear this particular examination. Okay, yes, with that, let me start off with Companies Act 2013. Okay, so this particular act comes around 15 marks easily in your paper, 15 to 20 marks easily. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Let me write it down. Okay, so this comes around 15 marks easily to sometimes 20 marks. Okay, and okay, so there is just one thing which I usually do in my offline classes, wherein I just ask my students to come to the dais, like yeah, and I ask them to just 1 second. Yeah. So before I start any act, during my first, usually Companies Act used to be my first class, but since you have an Indian regulatory framework now being introduced in this particular attempt, so that was my first chapter. And anytime I usually start with the Companies Act, that will be my first lecture. So I always ask my students to come to me, come near the board, and then I just ask them to write the name of the act. I'll just ask them to write the name of the act, so that I just want to know, like, whether your students know because there is always a pattern. There is a rule which you have to follow whenever you write the name of the act. Okay, I'll just show you like how my students write. Usually, in few batches they get it right. In few batches, say around usually around 6 to 7 people or 10 students come up to the stage, and they try, giving these number of they try to write whatever they know. Okay, I'll just give you an examples of how my students write. So the first student comes up, okay, then he writes something like this. So I asked, what did I ask them to write? I asked them to write the name of the act. What is the name of the act? The Companies Act 2013 or 2013. Yes, what do they usually write? See, they write Companies Act 2013. Okay, now for this particular thing, I'm the judge. Okay, I usually sit next to them, and one by one the student comes and writes, and I will judge whether it is correct or not. This usually happens in my offline classes. Okay, someone comes up and they'll write. Usually, students, this is the first answer I always get in my class. Okay, see, first they'll come, they'll write like this. I'll tell no. Okay, then the next student comes up. So that student leaves, and the next student comes up, and he or she thinks little more innovatively. So they'll try writing something different. Okay, maybe they'll write, okay, the Companies Act 2013, and now I again say it's wrong. Yes, I again tell this is wrong. And now there's one more student who is who thinks even more creatively, or whatever he feels he's he's very much right, and then he or she comes up. Now this student is brilliant. The student is brilliant. Okay, what he or she does, this happens most of the times. This happens. Okay, what they'll write is, see, okay, they'll write something like this: Companies Act 2013. See what they've done, they've tried to change this Companies Act. Companies Act. And I'll smile at them, and I'll then again tell no, it's wrong. They'll do lot of one permutations, combination. They'll try everything, and in few classes they crack it right. So few students really write it in the correct manner. Yes, in few classes they crack it. Okay, so the next student comes up, they write something like this, and now I feel happy, and then I say this is correct. Okay, students, did you notice something? Did you notice something? What did these students, where did these students go wrong? See, this though is next level. You don't have to even consider this. Okay, but where did these students go wrong? See, they have started with a small letters. See, the Companies Act 2013. Yes, there is always a way to write the name of the act. Okay, always make sure the first letter is always in uppercase. Also, you have to add this comma. The Companies Act, comma 2013. The Companies Act, comma 2013. This is how you write. It's not only Companies Act, children. Keep it any act. If it is an act, you need to follow this particular rule. Say, for example, in Indian Contract Act, the Indian Contract Act, when you write, you have to make sure all the first letters of the name of the act must be in the uppercase. Getting it? Sure. So whenever you write your answers in your examination, you always have to follow this rule. Say for example, you will write according to the Companies. You should write like this: according to the Companies Act, comma 2013. So whatever is the answer, you'll have to continue. Getting it? This one is clear. No one should see, at least my students, you are not going to make this small mistake in your examination. Clear? You have to be very careful. This is a law paper. This is not your English paper, or this is not your your other subjects like you used to have, like till here. This is law. Law meaning law. You have to follow the law. Yes or no? The same way, there are some rules when writing your while writing your examination also. Please follow those rules. Getting it? Clear with this? Yes. Make sure you all make it a point to write down this particular thing, because maybe you will forget it off. Yes? Okay, fine then. So this was with respect to how do you write the name of the act, be it any act. Okay, now let me show you one more, before we start off with actual Companies Act, I just want you all to read the act. I want you to know what does an act contain. Okay, let us all see. Let us all see what does an act contain. I think I have, okay, yeah. So this is a bare act, students. This is not your book. It's a bare act. I've downloaded from MCA. Okay, see. This is how, see, if you can see here, okay, I think it's visible. I think it's visible, yeah. See, these are the sections. These are the sections. Usually, children, in any act, the first section will be short title, extent, commencement, and the application of that particular act. And the second section is always definitions. Any act, section 2 contains the definitions of that particular act. Getting it? See, all of these are sections. 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever you see here, no? These are all sections. Getting it? All of these are sections. And see the chapters as well. I want you to see this also. See the chapters. Chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. Yes, and under chapters you also have parts. Under chapters you also have parts. Chapter 4, and these are all the sections. Getting it? Yes. You all should know. You all should know this. Yes. I don't think you will be able to read an act without understanding. These are not just serial numbers. These are not just serial numbers. These are section numbers. Getting it? See chapter 7. Okay. So let's just scroll down. I just want you to see how to read the sections. Okay, wait. Okay. Yeah. See, there are chapter 29. This is Roman numbers. If you all know, this is 29. Okay. And section 470. Section 470. How many sections are there in Companies Act? There are 470 sections. Yes, there are 470 sections. There are 29 chapters. How many chapters? There are 29 chapters, and there are 7 schedules. There are 7 schedules. Ma'am, what are these schedules, ma'am? Usually, children, schedules have, there are various schedules. There are 7 schedules in Companies Act. They have all details with respect to a memorandum of association. You'll know what is the memorandum of association, everything. Memorandum of association, articles of association. There are schedules with respect to these. There are schedules with respect to the balance sheet, P&L. There are also schedules with respect to depreciation, etc., etc. So, okay, schedule 1, schedule 2, schedule 3 till schedule 7. So there are 470 sections in Companies Act. There are 29 chapters and 7 schedules in Companies Act 2013. Okay, right. So I just want you to, I'll show you how to read a particular section. Okay. See, also children, when it comes to, the definitions, whatever the definition is given in that particular chapter, in that particular act, is the definition for that particular act. Say, for example, if I have to give you, tell you, say, we consider an example of resident. Okay, Just resident. What do you mean by resident? If you're residing somewhere, you're called a resident. So if you have to call yourself a resident of India, in layman terms, if we talk, I am a resident of India. I'm residing in India, so I'm a resident of India. Simple layman terms. But this resident, whatever we are talking, resident, has a particular definition given in your Income Tax Act. Given in your Income Tax Act. So only if you satisfy the criteria which is given in that particular section, in that particular act, only then you will be called a resident. Else you are not called a resident. Getting it? In the same manner, see here, there are so many definitions which are given in section 2 of the act. In the starting, the second section contains all the definition of that particular act, and whatever the definition is given in that particular act, only if it satisfies that particular definition, then it is called that. Say for example, if a company, let's take an example of company. Company means a company which is incorporated under this act or any other previous law. So if you have to call a company as a company, so that particular company has to be registered in this particular act, that is the Companies Act 2013 or any other previous acts. Getting it? So this is the meaning given in the definitions in your act. So only if it satisfies the definition given in that particular act, only then it is called a company. Getting it? Just for your example, I'm telling you. See, I can also give you one more example. See, say for example, they're telling key managerial personnel. Key managerial personnel, according to Companies Act, are only these. See, according to some other act, key managerial personnel can mean something else that we don't want. Getting my point? Whatever is there given in the definition section of the act, that particular word has to have that particular meaning for that particular act. Clear? Yes. Getting it? See, listed company. What do you mean by listed company? According to the Companies Act. See, this definition is applicable to Companies Act only. Don't think about others. For maybe in another act, say listed company could mean something else. That is not required for us. For Companies Act 2013, what is a listed company? Listed company means a company which has any of its securities listed on any recognized stock exchange. So only and only if its securities are listed on any recognized stock exchange, it can be called a listed company as per Companies Act 2013. Simple, clear? Yes, everyone? Okay, now I am actually scrolling down to teach you how to read a particular section. 1 second, wait. I think I've 1 second. We are still here. We are still in 12th. Okay, let me go to section 24, I guess. Yeah. Okay, right. Very good. I found it. Okay. See. So we're done with the definitions. Yes. Now come to this particular 1 second. Page where I'll show you how to read. Okay. See, this is the Bare Act, children. This is what? This is section number. This is section. See, I'll just show you where see the definitions will end and wait. Oh. See, the definitions ended here. The definitions part ended here. Yes or no? Section 2 was definitions. So under the definitions heading, you had all of these. Under the section definition, section 2, you had all of these. Now this is section 3. See, this is section 3. Like that, I just scroll down. We'll go down. Section number 24. Ma'am, why section number 24? You will understand why. Okay. See, section number 24. Here, what is it? You don't have all of these. Don't worry. See, this is section number 24. Yes. What is this? What is this one? This is called subsection. This is called what? This is called subsection. Okay. What is this called? See, this is section. Below the section comes subsection, and under this subsection we have something called Something called, yes, it is called clause. These are called clauses. Getting my point? Below the clauses, what are these? What are these? These are called subclauses. These are called what? These are called subclauses. Yes. So a section, say in the act, we have so many sections. In the act, we have so many sections. Yes. Under the section comes subsection. Under the section comes subsection. Below that comes clause. Next, subclause. So whenever you read an act, there is a particular way you have to read an act. This is not history, this is not civics, this is not science, this is law. Law, you're seeing it for the first time in your life. Yes or no? See, this you're introduced to a subject called law here in your CA foundation. Before this, I'm sure you wouldn't have studied law until and unless you're from the BCom route. Yes? Okay. So if you have to tell according to, if you want to talk about this particular section, say for example, according to section 24, subsection 1, how do we write? See, according to section 24, subsection 1, clause A and subclause 2, and we will start according to section so of the Companies Act, oh ma'am, again you are making a mistake. According to the Companies Act, 2013, and you will go ahead. See, for your level, you don't have to write so much. Okay, for your CA foundation, you don't have to quote section numbers, but in your inter and final levels, it is it's mandatory you quote the section numbers. For your CA foundation level, it's well and good. Okay, it's, if you quote, it's always good. Okay, but not mandatory. Okay, done, everyone. I hope you understood what I was trying to tell. So subsection, this is the clause. Under the clause comes the subclauses. Clear, everyone? Yes. So I think we can start our the main chapter. That is, I mean, we have already started, but these are all the basics which you need to know, children. If you do not know all of these, it's very difficult, na? Huh? Yes or no? Okay. So see, there is one line. I'll just make you underline. Just come to page number 445 of the book. See, again, children, you don't have to worry much. Even though you don't have your material, my material with you all, you can always refer to your your ICAI study material. I have not deviated from your ICAI material. The only thing I have done is that I have divided your ICAI study material into pointers so that it will become easier for you to understand, and I've made it more colorful and explanatory manner, so that it becomes easier for students. But no need to worry if you do not have my book with you. It's always you can always refer to your ICAI study material. It's only that the page numbers differ because of the inclusion of say for example these charts, or say for example all of these wait, I'll show you. See, I would have inserted many of my own things into these, so that to make it I just feel that whenever a book is colorful and when you have something in picture format, it's always easier for you students to not only students, for anyone to understand. Picture memory is always better. Yes, so that's the reason I'll try to explain in using pictures. So that's the only reason. There'll be difference in the page numbers. Okay, and one more thing is that the entire material is in the format, is in a handwritten format, text. Getting it? That's the reason there is an increase in the page number. There's a difference in the page numbers. Else it is 100% same as your study material. It is 100% same as your study material. Okay, done, great, understood. Okay, but if you want my material, it's always good you read from my material, because that's what, because I know the amount of effort I have put into compile this particular material. I have I used to sit for hours to prepare this particular material. Many sleepless nights have gone in preparing this particular material. So if you want to purchase this particular material, you can visit our app. Okay, there is an option of digital book as well as the a physical copy of the book available. See, the physical copy of the book, as of now, I am giving it away at cost price. The whatever the price you see, that is my cost. I am you might feel how could whatever the price I've quoted, I think it is 2,000 rupees, whichever I've quoted. That is because children, I am not ordering in bulk. See, whenever I have a large student base, see, you all know I am coming up with online classes just few days back. This is something which I am venturing into. I usually teach offline. Okay, and I usually teach students. I go to colleges and teach here in Bangalore, but this is the first time I have ventured and I'm going online. So I don't have a student base. So that's the reason the cost of the books are high, because every time I have to I get an order, I'll have to place an order with the printing team, and they will printing shop, and then they'll get it printed for me, because of which the cost is high. See, when I have a larger student base, obviously the cost reduces by maybe 80%. At least 70% it will reduce, but as of now I am giving it to you all at cost price. This is the truth. If you want, you can inquire. If you get just a book printed, like 2 or 3 books printed, it will not it will not cost you less, obviously. Yes, getting it. Also the transport charges, everything included, I am giving it away at cost price. So you might feel it at a, when compared to the other teachers, you might feel just for the book we are paying so much, but frankly speaking, this is given it away at cost price. Getting it, students? Okay, yeah, right. So that was about the book. Anyways, so let's start. Come to page number 445. Okay, so I just want to read whatever is there here. The Companies Act 2013 contains how many sections? Contains 470 sections. Yes, that is what I showed you. 470 sections, contains 7 schedules, right? It contains 7 schedules. Didn't I show you all? It contains schedules relating to balance sheet, your P&L, your MOA, your AOA, all of these. Okay, and the entire act has been divided into number of chapters. Here for Companies Act, it is 29 chapters, right? Yes, a substantial part of this act is in the form of companies rules. Okay, basically, yeah, you have to, whenever you read law, you need to, you just can't read the act. Okay, act contains the important points, but then in every act there are rules accompanied. So you will have to read law in accompanying those rules as well. So what are these people trying to tell you is the substantial part of this act is in the form of companies rules. Okay, fine. Okay, right. Okay, before we start with whatever is there in your book, I just want to narrate you all with a small story, an imaginatory story. Okay, not story as in, it's not a story which has happened or something. It's just a scenario which I want you all to imagine. I just want you all to imagine this particular scenario. Okay, so there is, I think this is visible, right? Wait, the screen is visible if I'm not wrong. Yeah, fine. So, okay, as you all can see, there is one person called Raju. You can anytime, imagine yourself in the place of Raju, because it's always good when you step into the shoes of the person whom I am trying to give you an example. It's always easier, right? Whenever you think that something is happening to you, you're always more concerned. Yes, if someone comes and tells ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನೋ ಆಗಿದೆ ಇವ್ರಿಗೇನೋ ಆಗಿದೆ, you're least bothered. ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನೋ ಆಗಿದೆ ಇವ್ರಿಗೇನೋ ಆಗಿದೆ, meaning వాళ్ళకేమో అయింది వీళ్ళకేమో అయింది. Ma'am, what is this, ma'am? mother tongue. Okay, कि कुछ तो हुआ है उसको, कुछ हुआ है उसको, उसी को कुछ हुआ है, meaning something happened to that person, something happened to this person, you will not care. But something happens to you. When you imagine, when something actually happens to you, your involvement is much higher. Yes or no? So that is the reason I want you all to imagine Raju as yourself. Okay, main intention. Okay, just imagine, say it's 2018, way back, I think 6 years back. Okay, so you all came to Bangalore. Ma'am, why Bangalore? Bangalore, students, because I stay in Bangalore, I keep using this particular city. You could imagine any of your cities, basically. Okay, could be Delhi, could be Kolkata, could be Hyderabad, could be Mumbai, could be Pune, could be Vijayawada, could be anything. Okay, so just imagine, but imagine a city. Okay, you can imagine any city. I am taking an example of Bangalore. Okay, so say for example, I'll imagine myself. I came to Bangalore with so much of expectations, and I had a lot of dreams, and I wanted to be very big, very ambitious. I am, and but I do not have too much of money. I just had a small capital of say rupees 5 lakh. And with the small capital, I opened a very small shop, a very small grocery shop here in Bangalore, say MG Road. Okay, MG Road I've taken example because you will be able to relate, because MG Road is there in all the cities. So that's the reason ma'am, now you don't come again asking, ma'am, in Bangalore, with 5 lakhs capital, you cannot open a shop in MG Road. Children, please don't come up with these kind of questions. Okay, it's just for easy understanding. I have just taken that particular example. Okay, so keeping all of these jokes aside, okay, what am I trying to tell you? There's a person, or imagine yourself, you have come to Bangalore with so much of expectations, very ambitious, and you want to be a very great, you want to achieve something in life, and but you don't have money. Money is the basic problem, but you have all the brains, you are ready to put in all the efforts and work hard. Okay, now what do? You start with a very small grocery shop in one particular area, say for example MG Road. Okay, with the use of this small amount of 5 lakhs, you will purchase whatever is required, say for example stock. Yes, obviously a grocery shop needs the stock, and you need to pay rent. Yes, all other expenses like electricity or Wi-Fi, cleaning, etc., etc. All of this you are trying to manage in that particular 5 lakhs. Getting it? Okay. Yes, what was I telling you? Yeah, with the capital you had, say 5 lakhs, you invested in this particular business. Okay. Now, now what are you doing? You are only owning the business. You are only managing the business. Yes, obviously, you're owning the business. You're owning your grocery shop. Yes, you are only managing. You are only giving whoever customer comes. You will only pack all of it, whatever is required, and you will only give it to them. You will only manage whatever. If the stock gets empty, you will refill it back. Yes, you make sure everything, the entire shop is in condition. So all of this is managed by you, and you also own this particular business, right? Yes or no? Clear with this? So now, so this was in 2018. So years passed, and you were more familiar with the business. You were involved in the business. You were day and night. You worked hard. You wanted to achieve. You're very ambitious. Yes or no? So what happened? You happened to meet your friends, and they were also invested in. They were also interested in your particular business, and then they also joined hands with you. What did they do? They also joined hands with you, and they also bought in capital. They also bought in, see here, who is that? Mr. Ram and Mr. Shyam. You can imagine your friends anytime, your close friends, okay, who can support you anytime. You can imagine your own friends. Getting it? Okay, right. So here comes in Ram and Shyam. So they also bring in capital. Now you have pulled in a lot of capital. Yes or no? You have around 15 lakhs with you right now. So this is the capital you have right now. And with this capital and the knowledge and the support of your friends, what you do is you try to add new stores. You try to add new store. Say for example, Koramangala. Koramangala, ma'am, what is this? Koramangala. This is in Bangalore. There is some area called Koramangala. That is one example I've just taken. You can imagine any area of your choice in your head, whichever comes to you, you can take it. Children, okay, fine. So you are trying to add new stores and one in area 1, area 2, area 3, etc. Okay. Now here, see what is happening in this particular scenario. There are 3 people here and they have pooled in capital. All of them have pooled in capital. And here also, they are only owning the business. Yes or no? Who are the owners? The people who have invested are the owners. So Ram, Shyam and Raju are the owners of the business and they are only managing the business, right? They are only taking care of the business. They are again making sure everything is in line. Correct. Understood. Okay. Can I move ahead? Students? Yes. Okay. Now, so this is in year 2020. 2020. Okay. Now look at this. Okay. This is year 2022. This is year 2022. Now, students, just imagine the amount of expertise you will have. Just imagine the amount of expertise you will have and the amount of support you will be getting from your friends, because of which you have learned a lot. Being in business for so long, say for example 4 or 5 years, you've learned how it operates, what all you have to do to get profits, and how where and all you have to advertise, how you have to market your particular business. You have learned everything in the business. You are very good with the business. Okay, and now you want to expand. You want to expand in, across Karnataka. You want to expand your business. You're not sufficient. You're not satisfied with the kind of business you're doing. You want to grow bigger. You want to grow bigger. You want to open your outlets across the state, and you also want to upgrade your particular grocery grocery shop. It was just a small shop and you want to, now it's become like pick and move. There are these shopping marts wherein you only can pick and you only can go to the billing counter, just bill and go. It's a bigger grocery shop, isn't it? So for this, what do you want? Again, you need money. For anything, if you have to upgrade or you have to open a new outlet or you want to do a business, you want to expand your business, it's always required to have capital with you. Okay, now what do you do for the capital? What do you do for the capital? You now approach your family members. You now approach your family. Say, for example, your parents, your neighbors, your the next circle of your friends, or your the family, whoever can support you. You just tell them, ki, hello everyone, hello chacha chachi, hello uncle auntie, hello dodappa chikappa, hello pinama pednana. You will go, you will, and you, what will you go? See, uncle, you give me money and you become the owner of my business. What do? You go and ask them, ki, see, I'm having so and so business. This is my business idea. I'm already having so much of profits. Please believe in me and please give me money. Please give me money and you will be the owner of the business. Ma'am, how owner? Obviously, you're investing. Yes, you're investing in the shares of the, I think you can understand, right? You're investing in the shares. You're buying the shares of the company and you will become the owner of the company. So whoever buys the shares of the company will become the owner of the company. So that is how your parents or your family or friends or whoever who will give you money and they will become the owners of that particular entity. Now, you have got whatever you want. So you have pooled in, like, say, for example, 5 crores. See, this is 2022 now. Yes, you have pulled in so much of money and you have so much of money and your brains are running like super fast express, and you have all kinds of thoughts. You want to upgrade your stores like this, like that. You want to market here and there, and you want to promote your business, and then everything is good. Okay, but just imagine giving your the management of this particular business to your uncle or auntie. Say, for example, you want to give your ownership to aunt. Your aunt. That auntie is always busy watching serials. She is always from day morning after she sends her school children to school. If she switch on TV, she will not switch it off till the till night 9:30. So you want to give that auntie is asking. She has given you money. Say for example, she has invested around 5 lakhs or something, and now she is asking. See, I have invested. No, I have invested. I'll come and sit in your business. You think she will be able to run the business? What maximum she can do? She can install a TV in her in the store which she has invested, and she can aram se sit and watch the serials. That is the maximum thing she can do, or else she can get her kitty party friends in the shop. She can make it a second kitty party area, and she can start speaking about everyone. Getting it? The major intention of me giving you this particular example is that, see, it's not possible for everyone to manage the business. Yes or no? They need to have some kind of dedication. They need to have some kind of knowledge. They need to have something about, they need to know something about the business. You cannot just ask everyone on the road to come run your business just because they have invested in your company. Yes or no? So this form of entity, this scenario, imagine in this particular scenario, the ownership is different and the management is different. Still you manage. Still you three friends are trying to manage the business. Getting it? Even though you have given ownership in your entity to others also, they are not managing the business, right? If they're capable, yes, they can. It's not like they have to, they cannot. But this is a form of entity wherein the ownership is different and the management is different. You can always differentiate between owners and management. It is not like the previous the thing wherein, see here, this is a kind of entity wherein ownership is also same, management is also same. But here, see, ownership is different, management is different. Getting it? Now let's see the last scenario. Sorry, this is the last scenario wherein, see, I told you, you're very ambitious. Yes, you don't settle for less. You still want to grow bigger and bigger and bigger using the right means. This is always important, using the right means. Okay. See, you can be ambitious, you can achieve things, but always in the right manner. See, also when you clear your chartered accountancy students, there are n number of opportunities for you to become rich, but you have to choose wisely. Yes or no? There are many people who come to you for different reasons. Yes, just because you don't, please don't go behind money. It's always how whenever you go behind money, it's going to ruin your children. Always be make sure you work hard for whatever you want. It just not does not come easily, and by the time you clear your examinations, you will know the amount of hard work you will have to put in to achieve your degree called chartered, your professional degree called chartered accountancy. Just to write CA next to your name, you will know how much of effort you will have to put. So even so that's what I'm trying to tell you. After you get that degree, please make sure you put in the same hard work throughout your life to earn money as well. Just don't use ways wherein you get money easily in a wrong manner. Okay, fine. So now what were we discussing? Yes, now you are very ambitious. You're very happy that all the outlets are performing really well. See here, where and all we opened: MG Road, Koramangala, Mysore, Indranagar, Mangalore. So across India, across Karnataka, we have opened, and all of these stores are performing really well. So now, obviously, in your mind, you want to grow bigger. Yes, you want to open your outlets across India. Say, for example, in Delhi, in Gujarat, in say, for example, Haryana, in West Bengal, in Orissa, in Madhya Pradesh, in Andhra, in Telangana, in Maharashtra, in Goa, say in Karnataka. Ma'am, you know all of the states. Yes, I do. Okay, so below in Tamil Nadu, you want to open your outlets everywhere across India. Is it easy? Is it easy? And do you think the profits earned from your business, whatever the business you are doing right now in, say, for example, 5 or 6 outlets, the profits, whatever you collected, are sufficient to, open so many stores across India? No, children, it's not possible. You have to think bigger, right? So what do you do? Obviously, you're a CA student, or say, for example, you have cleared your CA. Now you know the ways to bring in money, right? You know how to bring in money from the public. So for your business, so what do? You go to public. See, now it is 2024. 2024. So what are you trying to do is you go to the public, Janta, Aam Aadmi. Yes, and you go to public and you ask for money. Please give me money. Please invest in my particular business, and you become the owner of my business. You please give me. You invest in my business, and you become the owner of the business. So this is an entity wherein again you're going outside, a step ahead, and you're asking people, the public, to invest in your business so that they get so that invest in your business and they become the owners of your particular business. Getting it? Say now, for example, you have collected a pool of 100 crores and now you have opened very brand new stores across India. Yes, getting it? See, this is something I just wanted to tell you all so that it's very easier for you to now understand what I'm trying to tell. See, now come. The first example which I give you, the scenario which I gave you, that was what? You came to Bangalore, you wanted to start a business, you only you invested some capital, you tried to bring in all the required material for your business, you only manage the business, you also own the business. This kind of entity, this kind of scenario structure is called a proprietorship. Okay, this is called proprietorship. Getting it? Yes, the second scenario wherein you joined hands with the friends or whomever it is and you did your business, and this is called partnership. This entity is called partnership, wherein your partners also get in capital. Here also you only own and manage the business. Basically the partners. These are called partners. Partners are no S R R S. We'll change this person's name. Ram, Raju, Ravi. Okay, R, R, and R. Okay, these three people, this entity is called a partnership. Yes, now the next scenario. What did we see? You try to bring in your family members, you try to bring in your friends, family, and you ask them to become the owners of your business by investing in your company, in your particular business. Yes or no? What did they do? They invested and they became owners of the company. They became shareholders of your company. So what is this called? This is called a private limited company. This is called a private limited company. Okay, children? Now, next, wherein you called all of the public, yes, Aam Aadmi, Janata, to give to invest in your to invest in your business, yes, and to become the owners of your business, of your company, yes or no? So this is called public limited company. This type of entity is called public limited company. See, again, ownership is different, management is different, obviously. Yes or no? So examples of public limited company, ma'am, there are many examples, children. Whichever company you know which exists in the market, when in the market, meaning not your dad's company or whatever, your family companies, whatever you have seen. I'm not talking about those. Basically the companies which you have seen, which have made names, like for example Swiggy. Recently it got converted into a public limited company. It was a private limited company earlier. Swiggy, everyone, Swiggy, yes, because it wanted to come up with an IPO. Okay, fine. IPO, children, see, the next step after public limited company is you can get yourself listed on the stock exchanges, on recognized stock exchanges. So that is called a listed company. If you get permission from SEBI, if you can understand, I've told you. Yes, if you get permission from SEBI and if you are listed on any recognized stock exchanges in India, basically your securities, if you are listed, meaning your securities being your shares or debentures being listed on the recognized stock exchanges in India, then you are called a listed entity. When you list a company, say for example, there is a Hyundai IPO coming up. There is not coming up, it just closed yesterday. yesterday or day before yesterday, yeah. So this was the largest IPO in the country. I think it was around 27,000 crores or something. The IPO, it was the biggest IPO of India. So it raised around 27,000 crores. Hyundai, you know, Hyundai cars, right? So that is how, see, that is how they run the business, children. See, when they list on the recognized stock exchanges, you, me, everyone will try to purchase the shares of the company. So just imagine the amount of money they can pull up for their businesses. Yes or no? So you can buy Tata Motors, you can buy shares of Maruti, you can buy shares of Adani, you can buy shares of everything, ITC, you can buy, name it, you will have it. Hindustan Unilever, not Hindustan Unilever, it's Unilever, right? All of these, everything, every company, there, most of the companies, you know, they're all listed on stock exchanges, and you can anytime become the members of these, members meaning the shareholders of these companies. Getting it? Right? Everyone. So, so the next step is what? Listed entities, that is for getting more capital, right? Getting it to subscribe for, sorry, not subscribe, to get in more capital. You always can go for listing, but that is a very huge process. You as chartered accountants, once you clear, that is also field wherein you can practice. Yes, you can get the companies listed. There is a lot of work involved, and if you are in basically, I'm also a practicing chartered accountant in Bangalore. So there is a huge lot of work involved, and anytime you can make it your field of practice whenever you clear your CA. Very nice. It's very good. Okay. Okay. Now with this, with the example, we will start with our chapter, the Companies Act 2013. I think you have a basic idea. Yes, you all have a basic idea. You can at least now differentiate between a proprietor, partner, proprietorship, partnership, company, a private limited company. Yeah, there is, the distinction is there. Private, just not whatever I have tried to explain you. That's not the difference. We will read what is a private company. We will read what is a public company. You have everything in detail. You'll also know what is partnership, because we also have Partnership Act. So this is just, you know, the not even basic, it's just little information which I've given you, so that you can understand the topics further with much more clarity. Okay, fine. Can we start? Yes. Don't worry, today we'll not be doing much. We'll just read the first page max, and then we'll close. Okay, and from tomorrow, let's start with the chapter. Okay, fine. Now, fine, yeah. The Companies Act 2013. Oh my God. So sorry. Okay. The Companies Act 2013. The Companies Act 2013 was enacted to consolidate and amend the law relating to the companies. The Companies Act 2013 was preceded by the Companies Act 1956. So initially, students, this 2013 Act, it was Companies Act 1956. Okay, I'll just show you. Okay, there, one second. See, this Companies Act 2013 was preceded by Companies Act 1956. Before that was Companies Act 1913. Before that was Companies Act 1866. Ma'am, before that, students, these were these Joint Stock Companies Act and all. It was very way back. You don't have to know all of that, but it's just for your knowledge. I have tried to write at least these. So the act has been to Companies Act 2013 from Companies Act 1956. A new act called Companies Act 2013 has been passed. Okay, ma'am, why, ma'am? Why did they do all of it? See, children, they're only giving you the reason. Due to changes in the national and international economic environment and to facilitate expansion and growth of our economy. Yes or no? Our country is growing day by day. Yes, according to that, if you have to be in line with the standards, if you have to be in line with the changing environment, you always have to amend yourself. All the laws need to be changed according to the changing environment to facilitate what? To facilitate expansion and growth of our economy. The central government decided to replace Companies Act 1956 with a new legislation. With a new legislation. See, in this particular Companies Act 2013, so many new concepts have been introduced. Say, for example, OPC. OPC, ma'am, what is OPC? OPC meaning one person company. OPC meaning one person company. This is a form of a company organization, whereas in this only one person is required to be the shareholder of the company. So this is one concept which was not there in 1956. Also, the concept of small companies. Small companies you will learn in the classes, in your next classes. So all of these were introduced in Companies Act 2013. Why? Obviously, to the changing environment, they felt that this was necessary. Also, children, if you know, LLP Act, Limited Liability Partnership Act, this was a new act which was passed recently. Why is because they felt a combination of partnership and the company form of organization was necessary. That is the reason they introduced a new form of organization called LLPs, that is Limited Liability Partnerships, into the finance field, getting it into the business field, wherein you can start an LLP if you want the combination benefits of both companies and as well as partner, and that of the partnership. Getting it right? So what was I telling you? I was telling you about OPC, also small companies, and there are many compliance requirements also which have been changed when compared to the 1956 Act. 1956 Act. Getting it? Okay, this paragraph is clear. Okay, and the next paragraph we have already completed. That is, it contains 470 sections with 7 schedules with 29 chapters. Okay, right. Next one. Come to the next paragraph. Okay. The Companies Act 2013 aims to improve what? Improve corporate governance, simplify the regulations, strengthen the interests of minority investors, and for the first time legislates the role of whistleblowers and provisions relating to class action suit. Thus, this enactment seeks to make our corporate regulations more contemporary. See, children, when it comes to improving corporate governance, see, children, anytime when there is, and when there is more transparency, when the businesses have more transparency, when the companies have more when they are more transparent, it is always always a chance that the frauds or whatever the window dressing is minimized. Getting it? So in this particular Companies Act 2013, it tries to enhance the transparency of the businesses. It also tries to strengthen the internal controls. It also increases increases the accountability to the shareholders. It also increases the accountability to the shareholders. So, okay, there are many provisions being introduced. See, all of this you will study in your later classes. All of this is not there right now. They're just trying to tell what does Companies Act 2013 do, but how and which section deals with it will be in your further classes, that is your CA intermediate. As of now, you don't have any of those sections. Say, for example, they're trying to tell strengthening the interest of minority investors. Ma'am, what is this? Who are minority investors, and what is the strengthening of the interest of minority investors? See, children, when there is a when the company in the company, there are these small investors who usually face operation who are they face operation or mismanagement because they'll not be able to represent on behalf of the company. Yes, but they do have their own concerns. So all of these are being catered to in Companies Act 2013, and these people who the small shareholders, you call them the small shareholders, these can appoint a person. They can nominate their person in the company to protect their interest. Okay, all of these, ma'am, what are trying to tell us, students, don't worry, all of this is there in your few further classes. Now nothing is there, it's just one single line, strengthening the interest of minority investors. So for the small shareholders, there are certain rights which have been granted in Companies Act 2013, wherein they can protect their interests. Getting it? Yes. Next, and for the first time legislates the role of whistleblowers. First time legislates the role. Again, whistleblowers, you will be studying what is, which section is this, everything will be covered in your next classes. But just you will be curious, no, when you read something like this, whistleblower, what is that, who blows whistle? Will be little you will be little curious to know, right? So whistleblowers are those, these are usually the employees, okay, who are working in the organization. What do these people do is they try to escalate the matters which are happening in the employee level or anywhere in the organization. Say for example, a fraud is happening, or say something is being planned which is immoral, or which is bad to the company, which is not good, basically, which is not good. And these employees, somehow they get to know, and there is a mechanism in Companies Act wherein these employees can go to the top management and they can whistle blow. They can whistle blow. They can tell that there is something wrong going on in your particular organization, and please look into it. Okay, any fraud or any immoral activity or any illegal activity which is taking place in the organization, they can anytime go to the top management. I'm not talking about managers or the middle level management. I'm talking about they can go to the top level management to whistle blow this particular thing which is happening in the company. That is provided in Companies Act 2013. Getting it? It is for the first time legislates the role of whistleblowers and provisions relating to class action suit. All of this, children, you will be learning in your next level of CA, that is CA intern. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you. In your CA foundation, your syllabus is so easy that it just sets a foundation for you all to do your CA intern and CA final. Getting it? So just imagine what kind of syllabus you have. You have only the introduction, see, not introduction to Companies Act, but very easy topics of Companies Act are there in your in your syllabus. Okay, this you might not understand now. See, when if I if I tell you that Companies Act is very easy, you will feel like, ma'am, there are so much, ma'am, there are so many pages, ma'am. Ma'am, it's very difficult for us to read and recollect all of this in the examination, ma'am. Students, I can understand, because at your level this is only more. But when you compare this material with your intern, no, it's always always I keep telling my students that CA comes in 3 stages: CA foundation, that is your CPT; CA inter, that is your IPCC or whatever; and then comes CA final. Okay, the amount of syllabus you see in CA foundation is nothing when compared to CA inter. It's just don't feel like if you have cleared your CA foundation, you are like on the top of the world. No, don't feel like you have cleared your CA if you're just CA foundation pass. Okay, even if you clear your CA foundation, please please be down to earth. Okay, because I know students who are like they would have cleared their CA foundation, just CA foundation, just 1%, not even 1% of your CA syllabus, entire CA syllabus. Not even 1% of your entire CA syllabus, and these students are they're very much proud of their CPT pass. You know, if in Bangalore, if any students from Bangalore are watching, they know there is this slang wherein we tell, now CPT passama, now CPT pass, now korare itara. Getting it? Just because you've cleared CPT, your foundation, you feel you're on the top of the world. No, students, CPT when compared to CPT meaning your CA foundation, when compared to inter and final, it's very easy. See, now it's become a little difficult when compared to the earlier attempts, but difficult, not difficult. It's become more sophisticated, is what I can tell. But please, even if you clear your CA foundation, please maintain the same amount of hard work, increase your hard work, increase the number of study hours you do for your CA inter, and you will have to increase even more for your CA fine. Getting it? Okay. Why was I telling you all of this? I don't remember. Something. Yeah, I was talking about these, the syllabus. Correct. Yes or no? So you have very basic syllabus. You will get to know when you compare. If you have your seniors or if you know any of your CA intermediate students, you can just go and open their books and see what is there in Companies Act and other subjects you will get to know. Okay, fine. Okay, let's just read this applicability of Companies Act 2013. Okay, and we'll close. Okay, applicability of Companies Act 2013. Okay, the provisions of this act shall apply to companies incorporated under this act or under any previous company law. Meaning, ma'am, why ma'am? See children, obviously there are so many companies which have been incorporated during previous company law. Say for example 1956, 1913, all of these, there are companies which have been incorporated and they are still in existence. You know, companies, they have perpetual succession. Yes, if you know. Okay, anyways, we will do it in your we'll do it in our next class. Okay, but even though they are established 100 years back, they are still in existence. They don't die. Getting it? Until and unless you better. Okay, fine. They, what was I telling you? Yeah, if they are incorporated in any other previous law, they still, this particular act will apply to those companies as well. You cannot tell, see, my company was incorporated 100 years back. Now that company's act is only not there. Now no, nothing will apply to my company. I can do whatever I want. I don't know, whatever I want. There is no rule or act which is seeing me or overseeing me. I can do whatever I want. Will that be allowed? No, right? So even those companies, the Reliance, the Tata, all of these are they're not incorporated under Companies Act 2013. Yes or no? So so even to those companies as well, the Companies Act 2013 will apply. Getting it? Even to those companies, Companies Act 2013 will apply. Okay, next, insurance companies. Insurance companies, except where provisions of the said act are inconsistent with the provisions of Insurance Act 1938 or IRDA Act 1999. See, what they're trying to tell you, insurance companies also, Companies Act 2013 will apply, but when there is inconsistency with the provisions with respect to their specific acts, obviously, Insurance Act 1938, IRDA Act 1999. See, they have passed their own acts. Insurance Act 1938, IRDA Act 1999. And now, when there is any inconsistency, obviously, you cannot tell this Companies Act, which is a normal act, to override that specific act. Getting my point? See, when there is a special act for them, Papalva, they have only created one act for them, insurance companies, Insurance Act 1938. Now, if there is any inconsistency with you cannot tell Companies Act only will apply to them also. Yes or no? So, if there is any inconsistency, if they say, for example, here say, for example, 2 directors are required. There, if they tell they want 5 directors, you cannot tell 2 directors, idre sakama, beda. No. Whatever is there in that they have to follow. Understanding? Insurance companies. Getting it? Okay, similar way, banking companies, except where the provisions of the said act are inconsistent with the provisions of banking. They have an act. Papa, let them follow, no? Wherever there is inconsistency. Getting it? Okay. Similarly, electricity companies, okay, engaged in generation or supply of electricity. First one, what? Insurance companies. Second one, what? Banking companies. Third one, what? Electricity companies. Generation. One generation. They will only generate and they will only supply. Okay, generation and supply of electricity, except again inconsistent with the provisions of the Electricity Act 2003. Sorry, not 2023. Okay, and any other company governed by any special act for the time being in force, and any such body corporate, which are incorporated by any act for the time being in force, and the central government may by notification specify that Companies Act will be applicable to that particular body corporate. Then even that will, for that body corporate, our Companies Act 2013 will apply. Getting it? Okay, we will read it again. Applicability of Companies Act 2013. Companies incorporated under this act or any other previous company law, then insurance companies, except that the inconsistent provisions, their specific acts will apply. Yaryardama, insurance companies, banking companies, and Yaryardama what? concentrate on the subject. Insurance companies, banking companies, and companies involved in generation and supply of electricity. Next, any other company which is governed by special act for the time being in force, and such body corporate which are incorporated by any act for the time being in force, and the central government may by notification specify that the Companies Act will be applicable for such body corporates, only then it will be applicable. Not that important. Okay, fine. Okay, children, let me just read one definition and we are done for the day. Okay, that is it. And now I just want to read one definition here. Okay, see, section 220. See, basically, the company. There are many people who have tried to tell what is a company. Okay, say according to Chief Justice Marshall, a corporation is an artificial being, invisible, intangible, existing only in the contemplation of law, being a mere creation. Just read and leave it. Okay. In the words of Professor Haney, a company is an incorporated association which is an artificial person created by law, having separate entity with what this person has done, all the features of the company as put it in his definition. That's all. Okay. Just read it. Not that important for your examination. Don't have to worry. Just read and leave it. Okay. Now, however, the Act defines the term company differently. This is what is important, right? This is what is important for us. Whatever the Act tells us, that we will follow. Why should we follow? Papa, nothing harm, sorry, okay, but still, okay, section 220 of the Companies Act 2013, see, section 2, what is section 2? Definitions, yes, see what is it defining? It is defining a company. So without second thought, if anywhere in your exam paper, if you want to write a definition, you can, without any second thought, you can write according to section 2. You don't have to write this 20, 40 and all. According to section 2 of the Companies Act so and so. Athwa according to section 2 of the Indian Contract Act so and so. Getting it? So that is how you can write. Section 2 always deals with definition. Okay, section 2 of Companies Act defines the term company. Company means what? Company means, what is it? Wait, company means a company. Yeah. These people are telling company means a company only. Company means a company only. Hey, no, you should not read it like that. Company means a company. No. It's not like that. Company means a company incorporated under this act or any other previous company law. Ma'am, please come again. See, children, company means a company allapa. See, I'll tell you. Read it properly. Company means a company incorporated under this act or any other previous company law. So what they're trying to tell you is, see, company has so many meanings. Example I'll give you. Okay, I like being with so and so person. Or say for example, you like being with, you can imagine anyone in your head, whoever comes first, no, that person only. Okay, you like his company, his or her company. You like his or her company, you like being with them. So you like their company. So that is also a company. Yes. And there is one weird thing which we usually see in practice, okay, because I'm a practicing chartered accountant. Usually what happens is when clients come to us, not only clients, children, whenever we talk to people, if they are doing some business, they feel that it is a company. Getting it? Though they are having a partnership firm, or might be they are doing their business in proprietorship entity concern, what these people tell is, I will go to my company and come. In normal layman language, company can mean business. Normally in layman language, company can mean business. They're like, it's just like telling, I'll go to office and come, I'll just go to company work birthday. Even though that is not a company, even though it is a partnership firm, they will tell it is a company. And then these clients will come to us, sir, ನಮ್ದು ಕಂಪನಿ ಇದೆ ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಇದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡೌಟ್ ಇತ್ತು ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ವಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೋದಿತ್ತಾ ಸರ್? And we start talking to them. Okay, sir, please tell us. Okay, what was that, ma'am? You spoke something and we did not understand. It's nothing. See, they'll just call us, ma'am. We have something like we have a company and we have some doubts relating to that company, relating to some tax or GST, and can we just ask about it? And then once we start talking to them, we will understand that these people, first of all, don't have a company. See, company is different from a partnership firm. Please, company is different, partnership firm is different. So, sir, so then we will have to explain that, sir, the company, Allah, sir, yours is not a company. Me company ne kaad, sir, first of all. Maybe partnership firm, sir. First, we have to start there. And then whatever the doubt they ask. So, getting it. So, people are not aware that company means a company which if you have to call yourself a company, you have to be first incorporated on this under this particular act or some other the previous company law, that is 1956 or innondo mattondo. Getting it? So a partnership firm cannot be a company because it is a partnership firm. It is regulated under the Indian Partnership Act, not under Companies Act. So if it has to be a company, it has to be incorporated. It has to be incorporated. That particular entity needs to be incorporated under this particular act, meaning the Companies Act 2013 or under any other previous company law. Only then, children, only then it is called a company. Come again? Only and only then it is called a company. So if you have not registered yourself as a company under Companies Act 2013 or under previous company law, you cannot call that particular entity as a company because that is the definition given here. So if to satisfy that definition, if all of this particular the features of the company, what all rules and regulations apply to the company, or what are the benefits given to the company, what are the acts, what are the rules which are applicable to this company, if all that has to apply, if 2000 Companies Act 2013 has to apply on that particular entity, that has to be a company as per the definition given in the act. What is that definition? Company means a company incorporated under this act or under any previous company law. Clear? Everyone? Yes? Okay, fine. Okay, now if you have to understand what is a company, if you have to understand what is a company, you have to go little further. You have to go little further. See, they're telling, as we shall progress under the chapter, the meaning of the term company will be understood by the students. See, they only know that students have not understood anything. See, even after so much of effort by the teacher, I also know that you have not understood anything because I have not told what is a company. I have just told you all that company is a company incorporated under this law or any previous law. But I have nowhere told you what are the features of the company. Yes or no? What is actually a company? You still don't know. Except for that example that you come invest in my business, I will give you shares, you become the owner of the company. Ownership different to management different. Only this much you know. Okay, company andre there is a public limited company, there is private limited company. Only this much you know. There is one more thing, OPC. You learned no OPC. What is that OPC? We forgot. 1% company. That's all you know. Yes or no? So if you have to know more, subscribe. Illa. Subscribe, like, comment. Avella alla. Wait for my next class. Okay. Done. Will you wait? If you will wait, please comment. Okay? Yes? So, we will learn the features of the company in your next class. So, if you have liked, please tell me that you have liked the video. If you want next classes, also please tell me that you want classes. If you want my book, anytime you can purchase it from my website. Yes, my dear students who are watching, all the best for your examinations. Please don't divert yourself from studies. Please don't watch movies. Please don't open your phone for any other things except to call your parents, say if you are staying apart from your parents, or to read or to listen to classes. This should be the only usage of your phone for the next coming few months. Clear? Everyone? Can we stop? Yes, you want me to revise whatever we have done? Let's revise whatever we have done in class today. I think Indian Regulatory Framework, everyone, whoever has watched my lectures, my dear initial first set of students, if you have watched the Indian Regulatory Framework, my dear students, I want you all to revise that particular chapter. Maybe in a week's time, I will upload the MCQs related to that particular chapter on my on our website. Okay, I want you all to solve the MCQs. See, also one more thing is that the I want to tell you all something. Um, yeah, that's what MCQs you can solve. And as and when we finish our classes, there will be one more revision class which I will upload. Right now, because of time restrictions, I am not able to do it, but we'll do it for sure. Okay, as and when we complete the chapter, we will what we will put a I will put a revision lecture of that particular chapter as well, so that it will be easier for you all to understand. Indian regulatory framework, children, it has taken me around 4.5 hours to explain you all because it is in detail. Okay, so much of you need to have so much of understanding to at least understand what is there in that particular chapter. But for your examination, whatever is there in your book, that much is sufficient. Okay, if time permits and if you all really want that particular video just for that particular chapter for 1 hour or 1 hour 15 minutes, I'm very happy to record one for the same, not giving much explanation, just to finish it within 1.5 hours. Okay, I'll try to do it, but let's see, let's concentrate more on the coming chapters. Okay, now, okay, let's just revise. Okay, the Companies Act, what did we start? We started with the introduction. Companies Act 2013 was enacted to consolidate and amend the law relating to the companies. The Companies Act 2013 was preceded by which act? 1956. Okay, due to the changes in national and international economic environment and to facilitate expansion and growth of the economy, the central government replaced the 1956 Act with the 2013 Act. How many sections does this Act have? 470 sections, 29 chapters, and 7 schedules. Okay, this particular Act aims to improve corporate governance. It also strengthens the interest of the minority shareholders, minority investors or shareholders, and legislates the role of whistleblowers, and also gives certain provisions relating to class action suit. Okay. Next, the provisions of this act shall apply to companies incorporated under this act or under any other previous company law. Insurance companies, except where the provisions of the said act are inconsistent with the provisions of their specific acts, then their specific acts will apply. Okay, then banking companies also same thing. Companies engaged in the generation and supply of electricity also the same thing. Next, any other company governed by any special act if it is notified, and also such body corporate incorporated by any act and with the central government if it notifies, then this particular act will apply. Okay, then company, what does a company mean? According to section 2 of the Companies Act 2013, a company means a company incorporated under this act or under any previous company law. Yes, this is it. Sure? Yeah. Okay. Fine. Meet you in next class. All the best. Right. Bye.